to Orlando, the Orlando Intimidators at home today, here in the Dome on Orlando Intimidator Football, 1090 KBWR, the Extra Point. And now that I messed up the very first sentence, welcome into the broadcast booth. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. A big one today as the preseason kicks out for Oklahoma City, and Orlando tries to shake off the rust they had last week in Baltimore in their loss to the Baltimore Crabs. We head down to the field for the coin toss. SFL preseason football is next.
How you doing? This is it. Gentlemen, please make your call. Heads.
Heads it is.
We want the ball.
The Renegades have won the toss and select to receive.
The Renegades want the football. From the Dome in Orlando, Florida, SFL football is on the air. And a deep kick from Franklin Reese from the shaded goal line. Oklahoma City on the return, and up to the 24 is where they will begin their opening possession. So for the first time, we will see two MVPs on the field at the same time on the same team. Quarterback Joseph Redfeather, now wearing number 12 in Oklahoma City, and number 34 Pete Bruschi, the first two MVP winners in league history. On the same squad as Orlando tries to defend it today, a three-wide receiver set with Redfeather in an empty backfield to start the game, and Redfeather drops to throw. Hit as he threw, and incomplete. Pressure immediately up the middle from Carson, and a great start to the Orlando defense. Here in the early going, Redfeather had 0 seconds to throw that football. Orlando in the home white helmets. Dark blue jerseys with the black pants, white numbers, and gold trim. Oklahoma City in the road, copper helmets, white jerseys, copper pants with gold and yellow numbers, green, white, and brown trim. Hand off to Pete Bruschi on a counter around the right-hand side. He lost a yard. Tackle made by Stephen Lambert on the outside. How many times have we seen that? And it's 3rd and long coming up for the Renegades on their opening possession. Weather today, as Redfeather drops to pass, pump fake. Redfeather all kinds of time. He's going to float it out of the flat to Bruschi. Bruschi is going to be tackled in the open field, and it's going to be 4th down. A gain of 9 on the play, but an excellent start for the Orlando defense. A 3 and out for the Renegades. Weather today, a beautiful day in Orlando, Florida. 64 degrees, sunny skies here in the Dome. The only indoor stadium in the SFL. And Orlando had a rough time last week in Baltimore with rain showers all day as Oklahoma City kicks it away. Orlando to return from their 32. A spin move right at the defense at the 34-yard line, and it'll be 1st down for the Intimidators. And the first time Ono Matsumoto will trot out at the Dome field as a home team quarterback. He's got some people he needs to impress, as the town not necessarily sold on the new era at quarterback. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Zach Parker, who had a terrible day in Baltimore, is in the backfield. He will take a swing pass out to the outside. He's past the line of scrimmage, past the 40, and to the 41-yard line. A 7-yard pickup for Zach Parker, and that's a positive sign to see out of this Orlando offense, who relied heavily on Thomas Gunner last week. Second down, 3 yards to go for Orlando. Now out of the I formation. Allen and Gunner to the bottom of the screen. Gunner in the slot. Oklahoma City's defense was 7 in the box, and it's a handoff to Parker up the middle, and Parker around the right-hand side did get enough for an Orlando first down. The first move of the sticks today by either team. Orlando off to a good start here. Orlando offense includes Matsumoto, that's number 3. Zach Parker, number 35 at running back. Wide receivers, number 44, Lorenzo Allen. Number 89, Thomas Gunner. And tight end is number 36, Isaac Perez. Swing out to Parker. He stays in bounds past the 50. And tackling the open field at midfield for a gain of 6 yards. Couldn't have asked for a more perfect day here in Orlando, Florida. Back at the SFL Studios, freezing rain this morning. And about 35, 34 degrees in San Antonio as the winter weather has blown in. 2 backs and 2 receivers. This time aligned to the short side right, top of the screen is Allen and Gunner. And the handoff goes to Parker up the middle. And Parker's going to pick up 2 before he is stopped short. 3rd down. Football Dude 93. Servo Sentinels in the chat room early on here with us this morning. Welcome, guys. Along with Judas Frank. 3rd and short. Allen and Gunner, the receivers. Matsumoto changing the play. 3-step drop. Pass caught by Allen. First down Orlando to the Oklahoma City 39. Excellent job by Matsumoto reading the defense at the line of scrimmage. And Orlando moves the chains again. Renegade defense includes Gold Star linebacker Adam Stackhouse. He wears number 55. Corner is number 24, Cam Michael. The safeties are Tank Savage, 49. Casper, 45. Billy Joe Casper, that is. 9:20 to go in the opening quarter. Matsumoto again changing the play at the line. Back to throw. A quick out to Gunner. That's a first down. Orlando past the 30-25. Breaks a tackle and out of bounds at the 23-yard line. An excellent start to the Orlando Intimidator offense as Thomas Gunner makes his first catch of the day as the corner backed off into his own. Gunner last week, if the stats were to officially have counted, would have had a career high in receptions. He had 12 catches in Baltimore for 137 yards. 1st and 10 in the Oklahoma City 23. Outside blitz showing from the Renegades, 7 in the box overall, and Matsumoto once again is going to make a check at the line. Matsumoto, 3-step drop, goes over the middle. That is Isaac Perez, caught for a gain of 9 yards. And check that is Gunner again, his 2nd grab of the drive, 2nd straight. And the 2nd and short situations for Orlando are keeping their offense unpredictable. The Intimidators in the red zone. They were in the red zone 3 times last week, had to settle for 3 field goals and did not score an offensive touchdown. Their only touchdown, a punt return. Oklahoma City showing blitz, and they come with 5, and the tackle is made, no gain. Number 51 on that stop, 3rd down. That's Stackhouse, actually, who changed his number in the offseason. Third and 1. From the 15. 2 in the backfield now, shotgun set. Casper's going to go in the middle of the field as a free safety standing at about the 2-yard line. Matsumoto back to throw. Pressure. Hit as he threw. Pass caught by Perez. Another Orlando first down to the 10-yard line. And all 4 stars on this offense have caught passes from Matsumoto on their opening possession, which is bleeding the clock. Already nearly halfway through the first quarter. And Matsumoto has not missed a pass here in his first home start. Again, a 4-3 look showing outside blitz. And shifting from right to left. And they're going to get back in the middle into a zone. And Matsumoto's going to throw. That pass is caught by Perez. A 3-yard pickup, maybe 2.5 to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 7. Last week, as mentioned, we had a few blowouts. Orlando lost to Baltimore 38-19. Minneapolis creamed San Francisco 48-10. And Honolulu took care of Cleveland 40-26. Handoff to Parker on a draw, and that lost a yard, so it brings up 3rd down and 8. This was the struggle last week for Orlando, trying to get it into the end zone. And they face their toughest 3rd down conversion of the day right here. A shadow has casted itself in the end zone past the 1-yard line here at the Dome. Allen to the bottom of the screen, Gunner to the very top, and Parker, or possibly the backup running back, seems to be in his place as Matsumoto throws over the middle. Race to the goal line is going to be stopped at the 1. Slot receiver took a quick slant inside, gained 7, and Jace Reberg came up with the big play for Oklahoma City. And once again, it would appear that the Intimidators have to settle for 3 points as Franklin Reese trots out for an 18-yard field goal. And that is a big disappointment on the opening drive, as the kick from Franklin Reese is good. With 5:48 to go in the opening quarter, Orlando 3, Oklahoma City nothing. The Renegades have had the ball only 3 plays in the first quarter. Orlando nearly had the ball for 7 minutes. And came up 1 yard short. Reese kicks it deep from inside the goal line, from 1 yard deep, and Oklahoma City brings it out to the 24. Good kick coverage by the Intimidators. Next home game for Orlando is against owner Ronnie Nickens and the Cleveland Vipers. That is Sunday, February 8th at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern here in Orlando, right here on Intimidator Radio, 1090 KBWR, and on the SFL Network on Twitch. 1st and 10 at the 24. Flag on the play, and Brewski gets the catch out of the backfield and picks up about 5, and we check the flag. Ref is facing the wrong way.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90. Defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
So 5-yard penalty, I believe they call that on Lennox. And that helps Oklahoma City out a little bit. There are 2 receivers, Chris Taylor and the rookie, Johnny Bierme, without a catch so far in the game. They are both at the top of the screen. Red Feather is under center with Brewski in the backfield. 1st and 5 from the 29. Red Feather back to pass. Red Feather's got time, dumps it short, it's incomplete. A risky dump off there from Red Feather, and it brings up 2nd down and 5.
Second and 5.
5:03 to go first quarter, 2nd and 5 from the 29-yard line. Red Feather will throw again. Red Feather down the middle of the field, nearly intercepted! Stephen Lambert gets his paws on it, and I tell you what, this Orlando Intimidator defense is showing that last week might have been a bit of a fluke, or Baltimore just might be that good, because the Intimidators are playing excellent defense. 3rd down and 5. Renegades have yet to move the chains. And Orlando is up front close and personal. 10 on the line of scrimmage with a free safety. Red Feather will hand it off on a 3rd and 5, and Brewski goes around the left-hand side. Going to have to make a man miss. He cannot do it, and he's pushed backwards. Only a gain of 2. It's 4th down again for Oklahoma City, who gained just 2 yards on 3 plays on that possession. The only win for the Renegades right now is, while they don't have a 1st down in this quarter, they're only down 3 as they punt it away. From the 31, Orlando on the return, and again stopped almost immediately at the 32-yard line. CasualAdultGamers.com, an official partner of the Simulation Football League. If you have an Xbox 360 and All-Pro Football 2K8, you should consider joining CAG. Great group of guys, the best All-Pro players online v online. It's CAG NFL at CasualAdultGamers.com. 4:23 first quarter here in Orlando as Parker takes the handoff left-hand side, makes a spin move, and again a spin move, gain of 6 to the 38, and Parker averaging 2.5 yards a carry so far this afternoon. A 1 p.m. kickoff time here from Orlando.
Second and 4. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Second and 4 at the 38. Handoff to Parker, and only a gain of 1. Third and 3. Now it's time for Orlando's offense to keep the chains moving.
Third and 3 from your intimidators, 40 yards.
Down. Sit. Let's go, D. That's what we stand.
3.5 to go in the first. Third and 3 from the 39. 2 wide receivers, 1 to either side. Matsumoto 3-step drop. Going to go down the middle. That pass is caught. Past the 50 to the Oklahoma City 46. And a Renegade first down. Thomas Gunner's third catch of the quarter. And this guy's coming into his own. No sophomore slump here in the preseason for Gunner. First and 10 Intimidators.
First and 10.
They keep the chains moving once more.
46 yards.
Down. Sit.
First and 10 for the 46, and play action for the first time. Matsumoto going deep to the field. It is intercepted at the 16-yard line, and the Renegades get up and return to the 18. That is Tank Savage. Boy, ever since this guy came into the year, his third season in the SFL, Savage has been an interception machine. The pass intended for Thomas Gunner, and Savage timed it perfectly. The first turnover of the game, and again, Oklahoma City's defense bails him out from a tough offensive start here in the first quarter. That was a great play by Savage. First and 10 of the 18. 3 wide receivers with Brewski in the backfield, a line to the left-hand side. Red Feather changing the play, and the Orlando defense shifting. 4 on the line of scrimmage, including the star, Lennox. The handoff is to Brewski, straight up the gut, and Brewski picks up 7. Best gain of the day for Pete Brewski.
Ortiz with the tackle.
From the 25-yard line again, Red Feather was brought in hoping to light a fire in the passing game in on the wide receivers. Neither star wide receiver with a catch. In the first quarter, Red Feather handoff to Brewski around the left-hand side, and Brewski picks up a first down. The first down of the game for OKC, and it came on back-to-back Brewski runs. Moving the chains to the 28-yard line. First down at the 28. Orlando's defense includes corners Rodney Woods and A.J. Lacoste. That might have something to do with Oklahoma City's struggles, along with Stephen Lambert, as Brewski takes it on a counter and picks up 4. He's starting to get the legs churning. Lambert is at linebacker, the gold star, wearing number 92. The corners, you see Woods on your screen, number 26. Lacoste is number 47. Jasper Lennox on the line, number 90. Second and 6 at the 33. 3 receivers, all trips to the left, and Red Feather is hurried, and that pass is off the hands of the intended receiver. Third and 6. And again, James was the intended target, and he's gotten a couple more looks than we might have expected here in the early going, as Bierme and Taylor incredibly quiet. Woods and Lacoste doing a great job as the crowd rises to chant defense. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side right in play action. Red Feather back to pass. He is sacked back at the 27, a loss of 5, fourth down. Renegades back at the 27-yard line. Adam Williams, the other number 90 on this defense, makes the play. And this has been a defensive first quarter as Redfeather stepped up into the pocket and took the fall.
Whoa, you couldn't slow out of that sack.
Oklahoma City for the third time this quarter punts it away. From the 33, and again, no room to return. The Intimidators start from their 34. SFL Network just getting started this weekend, the second week of preseason action tomorrow night in chilly, frigid Minneapolis. The Maulers host the New York Knights. And then at 5 p.m. on Monday, prior to the national championship game, Cleveland hosts San Francisco. Matsumoto deep drop back. He is hit as he threw. Just got it away. Green wanted the sack to his name, but it'll be an incomplete pass. And besides the interception, that might be the first of the day for Ono. Welcome Sanford 0-1-0. Your defense has looked a lot better today. 3 punts forced by the Renegade offense and only 1 first down to Oklahoma City's name. 4 wide receivers, Matsumoto to throw against a blitz. They rushed 5 and the pass is intercepted at the 49-yard line. And that time it was, I believe it was Savage again. Tank Savage is all over the place here in the first quarter. And he just stuck that route. Matsumoto mistakes plaguing the Intimidators, whose offense continues to struggle here in the first quarter. Best field position of the day for the Renegades at their own 49-yard line. 3 wide receivers with Brewski in the backfield. A 4-2-5 look. Redfeather back to throw over the middle again. That is a gain of 5. And that is, I believe, Tiberius Bovine, the tight end, who moved over from fullback to tight end in the offseason. He is the first star besides Brewski to make a catch here in the quarter. Redfeather an underwhelming start to his Renegade tenure, but he has not thrown an interception like Matsumoto has. He's thrown 2 of them. Redfeather back to throw, short pass. That pass is caught. Turning the corner was Taylor. They said he stepped out of bounds short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 3. Third and a good ball game here at the Dome. Clock will continue to run since Taylor ran out of bounds on his own. Third down and short. They need the 40.5-yard line, so it's about 3rd and 1.5. And Redfeather will drop to throw at the end of the quarter. Pass is caught inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. That was Johnny Bierme, the rookie, converting the first down on a 3rd and 2 just as the quarter expires. And Oklahoma City is in scoring position for the first time in this game as we head to commercial break. End of 1 here from Orlando. Intimidators 3, Renegades nothing. OKC on the move. We'll be back to the Dome after these messages.
My favorite actor? Oh, that's easy. Kevin Bacon, obviously. His best movie is probably a tie between all of them. I do a Kevin Bacon impression. This valley just one long smorgasbord. They're under the ground. It's Tremors. It's of me and Kevin. I've never actually met him. I had it commissioned. Am I obsessed with Kevin Bacon? I don't know. Obsessed is a strong word. I think I'm a devoted fan. And you know, the Logitech review is just perfect for me because I just type in Kevin Bacon and it uses Google TV, finds all kinds of movies and shows and YouTube videos. So let's just say I happen to be in the mood for, I don't know, a movie about a rebellious teen who's living in a town where dancing is illegal. There it is.
Let's dance!
Yeah, my wife says if I watch any more Kevin Bacon, I might actually turn into Kevin Bacon.
Add Google TV to your television with the Logitech Review. If you can think it, you can watch it.
Dedicated bankers born to go the extra mile.
You've been such a big help.
That's what I like to do.
So you can choose a bank where helping people comes first. Chase, so you can.
Mr. Goodbar for the lady, my good man.
What's in good taste one year is out the next.
I presume you undoubtedly have a delectable Mr. Goodbar.
But what's always in good taste is what always tastes good.
Like wow, like Mr. Goodbar.
Like crunchy peanuts and creamy chocolate.
Wow.
Which is why, billions of Mr. Goodbars later, one thing's still true. Good peanuts and good chocolate make a very good bar.
Good bar, Muffy.
Great bar, Skip.
Orlando Intimidator Football on 1090 KBWR. The Extra Point is brought to you by Mr. Goodbar, the perfect combination of peanuts and chocolate. By Chase, so you can. By Logitech, get immersed in the digital world. And by Gateway, the official computer supplier of your Orlando Intimidators. Start of the second quarter here from Oklahoma City. A 1st and 10 of the 15-yard line for the Renegades, and a swing pass out to Pete Bruschi picks up 5 to the 10. Let's take a look at the first quarter stats. Orlando, more rushing yards than they had all of last week. Both teams even in the rushing game. The offensive yards are pretty low for both sides. Orlando has a 16-yard edge, but those 2 turnovers for Orlando mucked up their first quarter of work. 2nd down and 5 now for Oklahoma City. As Redfeather escapes pressure, throws a pass to an open receiver. It is a touchdown, Oklahoma City. Tiberius Bovine, his first touchdown as a tight end. And he was wide open as the Renegades take the lead. So Joseph Redfeather throws his first touchdown pass as a Renegade. And the extra point for Oklahoma City is good.
The extra point is good.
7-3, Renegades. We look back at those first quarter stats. 3 for 4 on 3rd down conversions were Orlando. Their problem has not been moving the ball on offense. It's all been about those 2 interceptions. Tank Savage ripping possession away both times as Orlando on the return up to the 27. And we mentioned that Orlando had more rushing yards in that first quarter than they did all of last week. They had only 12 rushing yards against Oklahoma City. First and 10 from the 27. 4 wide receiver set in Matsumoto. 3-step drop back to pass. Over the middle of the field. That is incomplete. Off the hands of Thomas Gunner. And that's a catch that he should have had. Second down, 10 yards to go. If you're just joining us, Orlando has thrown 2 interceptions in the first quarter, both picked off by Tank Savage of the Renegades defense. Oklahoma City, after punting 3 straight possessions, scored on the second play of the second quarter. A touchdown pass to fullback converted to tight end Tiberius Bovine as Zach Parker picks up 5 on the reception. Matsumoto now 75 passing yards in the first half to Red Feather's 59. Red Feather, however, more efficient. Third down, halfway to go. Third and 5 from the 31. 4 wide receiver set with Matsumoto under center, Parker in the backfield. Matsumoto deep drop back to pass. All the time in the world to throw. Deep down the field, it's knocked away again. Oklahoma City secondary is making a bit of a statement here in this second quarter that they will not get beat deep. And they're going to have to do some more with Zach Parker here and get him more involved in this offense, because Matsumoto has started to force things a little bit. And Orlando's going to have to punt. First punt of the game for Orlando. A field goal on their first drive, which was stopped at the 1-yard line, followed by 2 turnovers. From the 30, Renegades make a man miss, and that's the first time we've seen anything out of anybody's special teams today. A 4-yard pickup for Edmonds, first down at the 34. Renegades and Intimidators almost dead even on yards through 15 minutes. Red Feather back to throw. Hit as he throws. He goes down. He is sacked. And lucky he's not called for taunting. Marcus Filial stands over Red Feather and lets him know about it. They let a little bit more go here in the SFL. IDJ 313. You're a liberal and you like football? Well, that's just fine with me, sir. Or madam. It's all the same here in Chatland as Red Feather drops to throw. Steps up in the pocket and as he threw. Incomplete, third down and long. Edmonds applying pressure. And we've seen a different pressure out of Oklahoma City, or out of Orlando's defense, against Oklahoma City than we saw against Baltimore last week. The Intimidators will have the week off, followed by another bye week to start the regular season before they take on the Honolulu Legends in the Walsh War. Red Feather back to throw on third and long. He is in trouble. Red Feather penalty on the play, just threw it out of bounds. Let's check the flag. Might have been a hold. Red Feather was having to do a lot of scurrying in the pocket, which is not his strength.
Flipping, number 69, offense. The penalty is declined. Incomplete pass.
Penalty decline. Clipping was the call. Fourth and long, and the Renegades' offensive success short-lived. Minaturo, I believe, is how you would pronounce that. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for the positive comments. Make sure to follow our channel if you haven't already done so. Get updates when we're on the air. As Orlando, nice punt return up to the 38-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, all at /SimulationFL, and SimulationFL.com has your daily league updates. The home of SFL football. 10:46 to go in the first half. Matsumoto back to pass. He is going to swing outside. That is Parker out of the backfield. Breaks a tackle, first down in midfield. Zach Parker doing it with his hands and his feet here in the first half as we get another look at Brookings' tackle. Brooking may have been a little late. 1st and 10 at midfield. This year, when the regular season starts, look out for a video that's going to be on our Twitch and YouTube channels. A tutorial on how you can win money with the SFL through Pick'em and Fantasy Football Challenges. All new to the SFL this year on SimulationFL.com. More information is on the Play to Win tab of the website. As Matsumoto drops to throw, that pass is caught by Gunner. He is shoved out of bounds after a gain of 9 to the OKC 42. Solid drive so far here for the Intimidators. Can they turn it into a touchdown? That has been their struggle so far this preseason.
Second and 1.
I to J313, we feel the same way, my friend. It's tough to watch. 2 in the backfield. Parker gets a block. Big block on the outside. Parker sprung to the 29. First down, Intimidators. That was the best run of the preseason so far for Zach Parker. As we get another look at it. That block right there by number 46, a big one, is Stackhouse. A rare missed tackle. First down for Orlando in scoring position for the second time this game in the OKC 29. From the right hash mark, it's a 2 wide receiver, 2 back look. And OKC has 7 in the box, shifting to the right-hand side. They bring the blitz. Matsumoto throws outside, caught for a 4-yard gain. I believe that is Gunner yet again. And he has taken over this offense. Thomas Gunner. That might be a name you want to keep your eye on in fantasy football this year. 5 catches for 52 yards on 6 targets. Graphic right on cue. Thank you, 2K. 2 receivers and 2 backs. Shotgun split set. Renegades again showing an outside blitz. They back off this time. Rush only 4. Matsumoto back to throw. That pass is caught. First down, Gunner. Or no, he's just short. Thomas Gunner's 6th grab of the half. And Orlando's in the red zone. I to J, man, I wish I had a like button. I'd be liking the crap out of your statements right now. 3rd down and inches at the Renegade 19. 2 wide receivers. Parker straight up the gut. Did he get it? Oh, look at the second effort from Parker. First down to the 18 as he gives a little shake to the crowd in appreciation for their cheers. First down, Orlando. They're knocking on the door again. Can they finally punch it in? 4 receivers with Parker in the backfield. Savage, who has 2 picks, and Billy Joe Casper deep on the Renegade defense. Deep drop back Matsumoto against a late blitz. He throws it left. Pass caught. Reaching for the pylon and down to the 1-yard line. It's Bryant. First and goal. Orlando, pardon. David Holmes saved the touchdown. Man, I'm telling you, inches short. And they marked him out of bounds. They marked his feet out. First and goal at the 1. This is where the previous drive stalled out. And they go I formation with Parker in the backfield, looking for their first offensive touchdown of the preseason. It could not come at a better time. 8 in the box, hand off Parker. He will walk in the end zone. Touchdown, Orlando. Boy, that was easy. I mean, talk about just taking a touchdown. And Orlando regains the lead. Extra point by Franklin Reese, who who's perfect in his SFL career on extra points and field goals. That is perfect. 7:54 remaining in the first half. Orlando 10, Oklahoma City 7. Want to give a shout out to everyone who's entered the chat since I last did. Sicko Drive, Football Dude 93, Minaturo, T-Pat, Samford 010, USS Midway, Judas Frank, Ida J 313, and Servo Sentinels. You're watching the SFL on Twitch TV. Happy to have you along with us before the wild card round, or the divisional round of the NFL playoffs kicks off. I tell you what, Baltimore's had New England's number, but I don't see the Patriots losing today. And if Cam Newton is feeling better, maybe as a Packer fan, and hoping that Carolina can pull the upset. 1st and 10 of the 21, handoff Brewski. Brewski, it's been moved to the 23. GR gain as you look at the running back totals. Brewski just 6 carries in the first half for 18 yards. Parker 10 for 30 and a touchdown. Both running backs, while gold stars, have been underwhelming here in the first half. Longest run of the day goes to Parker on that I formation stretch play down the right-hand side. 2nd down and 8 of the 23. Red Feather calling plays. Back to pass. Throws it outside. Pass a little behind his intended receiver. It is complete to Taylor, but no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Seven minutes to go, opening half. Tomorrow will join us at 7 after another NFL divisional doubleheader. It's going to be a hard game to miss. That pass caught 1 yard shy of the first down. 4th and 1. And OKC will have to punt again. That punter has been busy. Fourth and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Don't let him get that point.
Another punt forced by the Orlando defense. Sandy, how they looking today? As the Renegades punted away. From the 32. And Oklahoma City's punt coverage has been extra special here in the first half. So tomorrow night, getting back to the league schedule, as you're about to see it scroll across the bottom of your screen. The Minneapolis Maulers, who put up 48 on the road against San Francisco's terrific defense. Rocco Marconi, a perfect day. They'll take on the defending champs, the New York Knights, in Minneapolis' first game in SFL history from Minnesota. Matsumoto's sidearm throw, that pass caught, 6-yard gain to the 39. Matsumoto now up to $130 on the day passing. Red Feather just 66 yards through the air. We'll see next week's schedule as well. Just a couple of games, Saturday and Monday, in reservation for the NFL Conference Championship games on Sunday. Second down and 4 from the 39. 5:36 to go in the first half. Matsumoto audibling at the line. 3-step drop, goes down the middle. Caught again! Oklahoma City has not been able to defend the quick slant to Thomas Gunner inside, and Matsumoto is making a living off of it. I mean, this is a short drop back, quick throw, and a surefire pass. As I believe Brooking came up to make the tackle. 1st and 10 from midfield. Matsumoto still looking for his first touchdown as an intimidator. Lorenzo Allen has been very quiet in this game. Cam Michael has shut him down thus far as Zach Parker gains 6 to the Renegade 44. Cam Michael used to be alongside corners Mike Sudalovich, DJ Greenwood. Greenwood was here for a couple of years before He went to Baltimore this offseason. Now Michael, the lone cat out there at the corner position, along with Savage and Casper, the dynamic duo in the secondary, as that pass is caught by Allen. He's going to turn the corner past the 35 to the 31-yard line. Matsumoto now 18 of 23 for a $159. Only 5 incompletions, but 2 of those were caught by the other team. But Allen makes a great play here as Michael made a break on the ball, but he was just a bit inside. First down for Orlando. Again, entering into Reese's range. Gunner at the bottom of the screen in a 4-3 look from Oklahoma City. They back off, throw a slant, fumbled, and is recovered by the Renegades. Oklahoma City may have just forced another turnover, and I gotta admit, in real time, that looked like a catch and fumble. Here's the replay. Allen with the catch, and that is very close. Cam Michael recovered the fumble. Will we see a challenge from Orlando? Yes, we will. First challenge of the preseason.
The Intimidators are
And we're going to have to take a very close look at this one. This one is tough to tell. Did he have control of the football? We're only going to get one look at it. Here is the official.
After review, the receiver did have possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. The Intimidators will not be charged with a timeout.
Now the Orlando coach is clapping. I believe the official misspoke. They're going to rule it an incomplete pass. And that one was really close. Ultimately, officials ruled that Allen did not have possession. That was close. 2nd and 10 for the 31. Orlando possibly caught a break there as Gunner turns the corner right-hand side. First down to the 20. And actually, check that. That was the slot receiver, number 87, Washington, I believe. First down and into the red zone. Orlando doing a nice job of running the sidelines here on this drive. 4 wide receivers, Parker in the backfield, and Matsumoto drops to throw. Matsumoto back to pass. Parker in there for extra protection, and Allen makes the catch. A gain of about 6.5 to the 14-yard line. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with your first half highlight stats and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas. They've got a lot to talk about in this one. Nearly 3 turnovers by Orlando in the first half, just 2 though. As this drive continues, Allen top of the screen, matched up against Michael. A 4-3 look once again out of Oklahoma City with an outside blitz showing. They back off into a zone and rush 4. A twist up front, the pass caught by Allen down to the 2-yard line. First down, Orlando. Lorenzo Allen has come alive here on this, what could be the final drive before the half for Orlando. And that is just a simple pitch and catch over the middle, and Orlando getting some serious yak yards here on this possession. And Allen yawning at Michael. I formation. Will Zach Parker get his second of the day, or will Matsumoto get his first touchdown? It's going to be a run to Parker, and Parker again is going to walk right in. Touchdown, Intimidators! Orlando has been on fire here in the second quarter. And the Renegade goal line defense, not too hot. Franklin Reese on it for the extra point. This is a much improved Intimidator squad here in the second quarter, and especially from last week's bad performance in Baltimore, where Orlando is now unofficially 0-2. Extra point is good. Orlando 17, OKC 7. Monday night's game should be interesting here in the SFL, just due to the fact that both teams were beaten so badly in week 1. Snow possibly may be expected, so if you've never seen an SFL game simmed in the snow, I'm going to check that out. It's only happened, I believe, once. It was a preseason game between Orlando and New York up in New York City. I don't believe we've ever had a regular season game. It would have been exactly a year ago in our second season. And I don't think that we had one. At that time, Grand Rapids was in a dome, and New York was the only northern team on the East Coast. Red Feather back to throw, 1st and 10. Deep ball caught! That's what they brought Red Feather in here to do. A pickup of about 17 on the play as Tiberius Bovine, the tight end, has shown that he is a huge asset to this team at that position. Bovine going up and making the catch. And that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Florida's finest is on the air. 1090 KBWR, the Extra Point, home to Orlando. 1st and 10 to the 40-yard line for OKC after the Red Feather pass to Bovine. Might have been Red Feather's biggest or longest completion of the day. He changes the play at the line. Orlando shifting their defense all over the place. And they're going to bring a blitz from the right-hand side. It's all picked up. Red Feather throws that direction. Wide open, 25-20, 15-10, 5 touchdown. It's Bovine again. And the Renegades come right back with the biggest play of the first half. Bovine is crushing this Intimidator secondary, and Red Feather exposed a defense that brought some pressure on 1st down. And that is one of the easiest touchdowns you'll see. What a throw from Joseph Red Feather. He now has 2 passing touchdowns to no interceptions here in the first half. He has looked good. The summer 2013 MVP who helped lead the New York Knights to the first ever title in the SFL. He was in New York for 2 years, was in San Francisco last season. San Francisco tried to retain him in the off-season. They lost out to Oklahoma City, who pitched to Red Feather that this was his home and this is where he belonged. Red Feather, a Canadian Native American. Definitely a unique story within the Simulation Football League. 17-14 now. Orlando up just 3 after Oklahoma City, who has struggled to move the ball in the entire first half, gets a much-needed big play. Short kick from the 9-yard line on the return. Orlando past the 25 and will not reach the 30. That is a victory for the Intimidator or the Renegade coverage. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. I don't know, maybe Bovine could do some State Farm commercials. I'm here to pump you up. Maybe that should be my my tagline. 1st and 10 for the 29. Roll out. Matsumoto got a great block through across his body and nearly threw an interception as Stackhouse came up to knock it away. 6th time Allen's been targeted. He has 4 grabs in the first half. Wild throw from Matsumoto. It was almost like he didn't really take his time there. Felt he was rushed, but he got a fantastic block. Had the time to look downfield. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to either side. Parker's in the backfield. He has not gotten a lot of touches except around the goal line. Matsumoto back to throw. He's thrown almost 30 times, if not 30 times here in the first half. That is a 9-yard gain. Allen again on the grab, so Allen and Gunner both have 5+ receptions here in the second quarter. Orlando's offense, they've played well. How long can Matsumoto keep throwing passes on point? Draw play on 3rd and 1, and what a great job making the first man miss, Zach Parker. No huddle time for Orlando, down to 1:02 on the clock, trying to get more points. Matsumoto back to throw, short pass, that is caught at the 46. Gain of 6, that was Isaac Perez, who lines up at the bottom of the screen on the offensive line. It's a draw play to Parker, and he breaks the tackle and then is put down at the 47. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3, and Orlando burns their first timeout. Third down and 3 at the 47. Play action, Matsumoto gets the blitz. It got picked up and the pass is caught. Allen to the 39-yard line. Racing against the clock. Down to 30 seconds. Matsumoto, play action, back to throw. Blitz picked up again, and the same throw to Allen is made. First down to the 27 and a timeout, Orlando. Boy, heck of a 2-minute offense right now by the Intimidators. First down and 10 to the 24. From the Renegade 27 in the range of Franklin Reese. 3 receivers set, 2 in the backfield. I would expect a pass here. A 4-3 look blitz coming from the outside, right-hand side. No, they come with the middle linebacker. The pass is intercepted! Back at the 6-yard line, a return up to the 17. That is Billy Joe Casper. And the 3rd interception for Matsumoto in the first half takes the wind out of the sails of Orlando's offense, who was moving the ball so well in the second quarter before a forced pass intended for Lorenzo Allen gets taken away. And now Oklahoma City has 3 timeouts and 17 seconds to work with. You wonder if they'll just sit on it. That one tough to swallow for Orlando. A brilliant drive. Ends in sorrow as Brewski takes a handoff up the gut. He has a burst of speed, picks up 7, and that is going to be the final play of the first half.
6 yards on the play. Number 26.
Dan and Peter have your halftime call. It's Orlando 17, Oklahoma City 14. This is Intimidator Radio on 1090 KBWR, the Extra Point.
Second down, 2 receivers to the left. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Intimidators with a small lead, 17-14.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
A look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Intimidators should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 89 found a soft spot in the defense, and it worked to his advantage. That set up an extra point-like 19-yard field goal. The Intimidators get the first points of the game and go up by 3. Towards the end of the first quarter, this time at the 47. Number 49 is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. Still late in the first, the Intimidators leading by 3. Number 49 was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Renegades have it off an interception. Number 12 went to the air trying to convert on 3rd down, and he found his man. A 27-yard play that set up a visitor's touchdown. The Renegades leading 7-3. Number 35 got the carry here, and he comes through. Touchdown for the home team. The Intimidators take the lead again and go up by 3. Late into the second quarter, already inside field goal range, number 35 got the carry as they pounded him out on the ground. He made the most of it. A 1-yard touchdown for the home team. Answering right back, the Renegades back by 10. Number 89 was definitely a key player as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. They climb back into the game, now down by 3. The Intimidators, still late in the half. Number 45 was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that will do it. The Intimidators are holding on to a lead, 17-14.
Nice job, Dan.
The Intimidators will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 17-14. Now let's get to the game.
It's halftime here in Orlando. The Intimidators up 17-14. We'll be back to Intimidator football on 1090 KBWR, the Extra Point, after this.
Hi, my name is Chris Pate. I'm the product manager for gaming mice with Logitech G, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the world's fastest gaming mouse, the Logitech G402 Hyperion Fury. We developed Hyperion Fury primarily to address the needs of FPS gamers. The mouse is engineered from the ground up to deliver the speed and accuracy they need to play their best. We've done this with 2 Logitech G exclusive sensor technologies, both Delta Zero and our all-new Fusion engine. Delta Zero is a technology we've included in our recent mice, and it ensures pinpoint accuracy from the optical sensor. So irrespective of how slowly or quickly you move the mouse, the physical distance it travels will always correlate to the same amount of movement on screen. What's all new and exclusive to this mouse, though, is our new Fusion engine. A 32-bit ARM processor powers the Fusion engine, which not only tracks the data from the standard optical sensor, but also from a gyroscope and accelerometer to deliver tracking at speeds exceeding 500 inches per second, which is a speed that's nearly impossible for a human arm to reach when using a mouse. A few of the other great features of the mouse are the 8 programmable buttons that can be set to any key combination using the Logitech gaming software, and then they can be saved to the mouse's onboard memory for easy accessibility. And in addition, the mouse offers multiple DPI settings, our new button design that greatly improves click feeling, and comfortable rubber grips. So there you have it, a quick tour of Hyperion Fury. For more information about the product or to order yours, please visit gaming.logitech.com.
Love life. Discover and learn with a whole new TV experience. With details that rival Ultra HD TV. More brilliant color reproductions. And brighter. Beyond Ultra HD experience, Aquos Quattron Pro from Sharp.
Start of the third quarter here from Orlando. From the 10-yard line, Intimidators on the return up to the 26. You got to look there at the fountain in Lake Eola, known as the official icon of the city. Colors change at night to match the season with choreographed shows, all part of Lake Eola Park, which just finished up its Christmas tree show January 6th, which has synchronized lights and music to the Christmas trees. It's a fun time here in one of Orlando's many attractions as Zach Parker takes a big hole down the right side for a first down and a pickup of about 16. Zach Parker making things happen out of the gates. Now 3.6 yards a carry, 51 rushing yards. here in this one. Only 12 yards rushing for Orlando last week. And they have been much more effective here in the second half, or here this week, in the second week, as Matsumoto has time to pass. Gonna fire, nearly intercepted. Brookings stepped in front of the pass, and Matsumoto right now is just too loose with the football. His mistakes have kept the Renegades in this game. That is basically all that has kept the Renegades in this game. Second down and 10 for Orlando at the 43-yard line. Gunner top of the screen, and Allen bottom of the screen. The handoff goes to Parker, and Zach Parker's got room on the right-hand side. Past the 45 to the 40, breaks a tackle to the 36, first down. And Zach Parker has come alive here in the first minute of the third quarter. This guy is getting some big blocks from his offensive line and is just making it happen. Whether in Oklahoma City or in Orlando's, just absolutely gorgeous. 64 degrees, sunny skies. It's a beautiful day to be outside, but it's also a beautiful day to be inside watching Orlando move the ball so much better than they did last week. First and 10 at the Oklahoma City 36. Four wide receiver set. Matsumoto drops to throw. Matsumoto down the middle. Allen caught. Had to go down to his ankles to pick it up. Gain of 9. Now 8 catches, 86 yards. Allen, who was quiet for most of the first half, really got it going right at the end of the second quarter before Matsumoto's third interception. Second and 1 from the 27-yard line. Two receivers, one back, handoff. Parker made two people miss in the backfield. Parker with a spin move. Touchdown! Orlando to play nominee for Mr. Parker. That was quicker than I could say it. Watch the replay. Watch the two fools in the backfield. Where'd he go? Oh, got defenders diving all over the field. That's a run. That's a gold star run. We have been waiting for that all preseason, and Orlando back up by 9. And the extra point is good from Reese. Just when the Renegades get close, Orlando gives themselves a little room with 4 11s on the clock. 4 1s on the clock. Intimidators booted away. From the 1. Renegades, the 23. Both teams have done a good job keeping each other's return men at bay today. If you're an Intimidator fan and you've loved what you've seen out of Orlando today, how could you not? Their next home game is against Scott King and the Cleveland Vipers, Sunday, February 8th. It's a 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern kickoff time as Brewski picks up 3. And Orlando, whose mission this offseason was to stop the run defensively, they have done a pretty good job on Pete. Red Feather, great day. Nearly a 132 rating. Buck 46, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He by far is the best quarterback the Renegades have ever had. He leads the league all time in passing yards, over 8,000. Handoff to Brewski, and he just shoved him to the side. Brewski has broken free, and Lambert's not fast enough, and the Renegades are coming back. Touchdown, Oklahoma City! And I jinxed the Orlando defense. Somebody got embarrassed as we get another look at it. Hard to tell who that was. It might have been Arrington. But Pete Bruschi destroys Orlando on that possession, and it's back to a 4-point game.
Epstein is back for the point after. Blake on the hold.
Definitely the best game so far of the preseason. Both squads fighting tooth and nail. Renegades have only had the lead once. Low snap, nearly blocked, and the kick is good. Orlando did not want to get a roughing the kicker called on them, and they backed off. (24-21). Again, I want to remind everyone to stay tuned. At some point next week, there will be a video put up on our channel. We'll actually do it live initially, as we give you a tutorial of how to play our new Pick'em and Fantasy Football Challenges for money. It's free to play. If you win the Pick'em, you get $200 at the end of the year in NFL and any other football merchandise. We'll also be opening up an SFL store within the next couple of weeks to where you can purchase SFL merchandise as well. And we'll ship everything right to your door. Fantasy football is a monthly prize, $20 a month. You can donate to the league, and we'll donate every time you do to raise the price, as it's a gain of 6 and a 2nd down and 4. Zach Parker on the run.
Farmer with the tackle.
2nd and 4 from the 34-yard line, under 10 to go in the third quarter. Two wide receivers, one to either side. Oklahoma City just will not go away. Matsumoto drops to throw. Matsumoto down the middle, and it's caught by Gunner. What a throw to the right. Yes, check that, Isaac Perez. A nice throw from Matsumoto in traffic. Let's get another look at this one. Right in between two defenders. Stuck it in there as Tank Savage was looking for the hat trick and just couldn't get over in time. First down. First down at the 46. Two wide receivers, one to either side. Matsumoto is going to step back from the center and alert his receivers of something, and he's going to hand it off to Zach Parker, and he is dropped in the backfield. Loss of 1. Renegade defense hasn't had many tackles for loss today. And Zach Parker with that last run, he could be pushing 100 yards. Maybe even cross the century mark. 2nd down, 11 from the Orlando 45. A 4-3 look with an inside blitz showing. Now the linebackers shift. And they rush everybody. And Zach Parker gets a good surge up the middle, a 5-yard gain. And Parker and Bruschi now both over 100 yards with their long runs. Zach Parker has all 3 Intimidator touchdowns today, winning the battle between Gold Star backs. 3rd down and 6 from the 50. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. A 4-1-6 look almost by OKC, as Matsumoto facing pressure from the backside, steps up in the pocket. Matsumoto is not going to get away. 4th down. Boy, I thought there for a minute he was going to shed that tackle, but Ray Farmer has been eating a little bit more than Matsumoto has, and he had enough strength to bring him down. So Oklahoma City with Bruschi's long run, and with this stop, has gotten themselves back in this ball game, and Orlando's going to have to punt it away. A good one here from the Dome in Orlando. Kick is away. From the 13. Up to the 21-yard line. That's where Oklahoma City will begin their upcoming possession. CasualAdultGamers.com, an official partner of the Simulation Football League. They are now in Season 37. Look at Brewski. He's only got 9 carries in this game. He should be fresh in the fourth quarter. The CAG going through Season 37 right now. They're in Week 2 action. Handoff goes to Brewski. Gain of 6. Dr. Sim got a big win. His Cowboys over the Cardinals in the playoffs. Just a few days ago. Hats off to Dr. Sim for being a pro, an all-pro. 2nd and 6 at the 25. They almost came back on you, though, Dr. Sim. Some of that last second effort, Arizona nearly had you, as Brewski picks up 2. 3rd and 4 now, as A.J. Lacoste comes up to make the tackle. Quiet day for Lacoste and Woods, but that's probably a good thing. If you look at how Oklahoma City has dominated the game, it's been Pete Brewski and Tiberius Bovine. Really haven't seen much out of Johnny Bierme or Chris Taylor. Hand off to Brewski on a counter, and he made a man miss, and there he goes again. This is why he might just be the best in the business. Brewski trying to get away from traffic inside the 10. Brewski gonna score again, and the Renegades have their second lead of the day. Brewski has back-to-back long touchdown runs in the second half, and it's 27-24. The missed tackles by Orlando just deadly, and you could tell that as the official helped Brewski out a little bit, you could tell that Brewski saw a hole and just broke through as soon as he could. And what a turn of events here in the third quarter.
Blake will hold the kick.
Defensive coordinator Sandy Campbell for Orlando beside himself. They're going to need a little bit of work. They got Orlando kind of got lucky with the scheduling. They get back-to-back bye weeks before their first regular season game. That is a rare thing to have in preparations.
The Renegades are kicking off. Washington deep to receive.
As Oklahoma City kicks it away up 4 from the 10. Orlando on the return, past the 25, past the 30. There goes Orlando with a kick return, past midfield and tackle to the Oklahoma City 48. Having a boost of energy from Willie Washington. And I may have put another jinx on him today. The special teams coverage for Oklahoma City had been so good up to that point, and Washington nearly broke one out for a touchdown. First down from the Oklahoma City 48. 28-24 Renegades. First close game of the preseason. Play action Matsumoto. He's going to go up the middle. That pass is dropped by Gunner. Second drop by, check that, that is 86, who was the intended receiver. Second drop of the day. Gunner had one earlier. Boy, to think Oklahoma City had 7 points with about 4 minutes to go in the first half, something like that, before the long pass to Bovine. And all 3 of their plays, their touchdown plays, in the second and third quarters have just been monster plays. They really have not been able to sustain any drives. Some firepower shown out of OKC today. Tank Savage with 2 picks. Three wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Play action, Matsumoto. He checks it down to Parker. Parker's got some space. Picks up 6 to the OKC 32. We'll be doing top 10 plays of the preseason at the end of the preseason, in case you were wondering why there were no top plays this week on YouTube. And then in the regular season, we'll have a top 3 every week. 3rd down and 4 from the 32. Big play here for Orlando. Pump fake down the middle of the field. Caught by Allen. What a beast catch of the 17, as he had to rip that away from a defender, moving the chains for a 1st down into the red zone again. And Oklahoma City's defense, if they're not forcing turnovers, they're struggling to stop this Orlando offense. 1st down at the 17. Orlando taking a lot of time off the clock in the 3rd quarter. They have been able to sustain drives in this one. Matsumoto 3-step drop. He goes middle. Pass is caught. Gain of 8 to the 9-yard line. That is Isaac Perez. Perez has had a good preseason. Good tune-up to the regular season. He has been on the Intimidators all 4 years. One of a few players left in this league that have been on their team since the beginning. Pete Bruschi is one of them for the Renegades, along with Billy Joe Casper. Zach Parker is another. 2nd and 2 from the 9-yard line. Matsumoto. No, he's going to hand it off on a counter, and Zach Parker had nowhere to go. It's going to bring up 3rd down. He's averaging 5 yards a carry today. And that clock keeps moving. Now under 3 to play.
3rd and 2.
We lost some people. How can anybody leave during an exciting game like this? I'll never understand humankind. 3rd down and 2 from the 9. 2 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Matsumoto over the middle, and he dropped it. Perez dropped it. 4th down. The execution at crucial moments in the red zone for Orlando. That one really hurts because the Intimidators could have taken the lead. And instead, they will have to bring Reese out for a 26-yard field goal. With 2:35 on the clock, from 26 yards, a chip shot for Franklin Reese, and that is through. We are locked in. Renegade 28, Intimidators 27, 2:32 to go in the 3rd. If you haven't already done so, give our channel a follow. Trying to hit the century mark. From the goal line, Renegades on the return up to the 24. Orlando's next at home Sunday, February 8th, when the Cleveland Vipers come to town. Last time Cleveland was in Orlando, they were actually the Dallas Stars, and I believe it was that playoff game a year ago when they got hammered by the Intimidators. Not friendly to that organization has the Dome been. A gain of 2. Bruschi is up to 182 yards, and these star running backs have combined to score 5 of the 7 touchdowns today.
Let's go. 2nd and 8 from the Renegade. 27 yards.
Well, I'm glad, Colin. 2nd and 8 from the 26. Red Feather back to throw. Red Feather's pass, caught by Brewski, past the 30. Brewski got a lot of space, past the 40, breaks a tackle. It's a gain of 23 to the 49-yard line, and Brewski is not known to be a threat out of the backfield as much as some of the other backs in this league. But he made the most out of that one as nobody was on the left-hand side for Orlando. Colin, who's the offensive coordinator of San Francisco, who is hoping to make some adjustments when they play Cleveland on Monday, licking his wounds after the Lions season fell short, which, I don't know, Colin, do you feel that the Lions got job there against Detroit? Or against Dallas, I'm sorry, as Williams makes the tackle loss of 2 on that play. It's tough to say. 2nd and 12 from the 47. Third quarter winding down, 28-27, Oklahoma City. 3 wide receiver set, 1 in the backfield, Brewski. Red Feather drops to pass. Red Feather deep down the middle of the field. That pass is caught to the 36. That is Johnny Bierme on the reception. And 184 yards for Red Feather, who still does not have a turnover in his first Renegade start, as you see Bierme coming across the middle to make the play.
First and 10. From your Intimidators, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 36. 3 wide receiver set, Red Feather empty backfield. Back to throw, Red Feather's pass, caught, past the 30. Gain of 7 to the Orlando 28. Stops the clock momentarily with 12 seconds to go. That's Taylor on the reception. This is certainly a new look offense out of Oklahoma City. They have passed the ball very well today. And this team really has never had a good quarterback. Will they get this play off before the end of the quarter? They will. It's a handoff to Brewski. He's got some space. First down up to the 21, and that ends the third quarter. Renegades on the move. They're up just 1 as we take another look at the replay. Renegades 28, Orlando 27. Intimidators need a stop. We'll be back to the Dome after these messages.
There are hundreds of places that can fix my car, but only one that I trust.
And we don't take that responsibility lightly. We want to earn your trust.
Pro Auto Care and Transmission is a full-service auto repair facility with almost 40 years of helping people with their automobile and truck problems. We are committed to having the highest ethical standards, reliable and expert service with professional modern technology to ensure you have a great experience with us. Pro Auto Care and Transmission. Complete auto service you can trust.
America's favorite sport is as popular as ever. But amid the cheering, there's concern, a growing anxiety about head injuries, from the pros all the way down to the Pee Wee leagues. We here at Riddell love this game just as much as you do. And as the premier manufacturer of football helmets, we have an obligation to give you the straight talk. Football is a violent sport. There's no denying that. This sport has done extraordinary things for this nation. It's brought families together, broken down racial barriers. But the time has come for this nation to give back to football, to demand better coaching, to demand more from yourselves as parents, and most assuredly, to demand better, more effective equipment. Are you up for the challenge? We are.
There's only one reason for flying, and that is speed.
Here are the old speed demons. waiting for someone with better innovation to invent a faster design. The Under Armour Speedform Apollo. This is our rocket ship. From the brand that reinvented the t-shirt comes the very first running shoe made entirely in a clothing factory. This is what fast feels like.
Orlando Intimidator football on 1090 KBWR. The Extra Point is brought to you by Pro Auto Care and Transmission, the only one to trust. By Rydell, protect, perform. By Sharp, life-inspiring imagination. And by Under Armour, we must protect this house. Start of the fourth here in Orlando. A 1-point lead just outside of the red zone for the Renegades on the move. Pete Bruschi takes the carry, picks up 4, and it brings up 2nd down and 6, and Bruschi is now up to $1.94, averaging 12.9 a carry. And let's take a look at the stats through 3 quarters. And the biggest stat of this game, Oklahoma City has had 1 third down in the last 2 quarters. Their offense has been on fire so badly. They only have 6 first downs in this game compared to Orlando's 21. A 2nd down and 6, and a handoff goes to Bruschi up the middle, and for only the 2nd time since the 1st quarter, the Renegades will be faced with a 3rd down. Moreau on the tackle. Also, that big turnover number looms large. Offensive numbers, Renegades almost exactly balanced today. 190 rushing, 191 passing, 399 to 381 overall. 3rd down and 4, a toss to Bruschi. It fooled everybody, and a 1st and goal at the 6, a gain of 8. They haven't run the toss play all day, and it just got everyone off guard. Lennox was not ready. First down, goal to go from the 6. 3rd quarter stats brought to you by XSplit, an official partner of the Simulation Football League. 1st and goal from the 6. Renegades trying to push the lead to 8. Handoff on a counter to Bruschi, no gain. Filia on the tackle is 3rd. Also has a sack today. Second and goal. 3 wide receiver set. Hand off to Bruschi. Got some space. Touchdown, OKC. Crowd not liking the defense. A little trap play, and Bruschi cut it back the other side. Missed tackle. Sayonara. And Orlando is going to have to respond with potentially a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Extra point for the Renegades is good. At one point, Orlando led 17-7. The Renegades have outscored them 28-10 since that point. And they've scored those 28 points in about a quarter and a half, if that. A shootout here at the Dome from the 10. Orlando on the return. Up to the 34. Nice surge. First and 10 at the 34-yard line for Orlando. They are down 8. Gunner has had a quiet second half. Nobody's on him right now. At least on the screen, he looks wide open. Handoff to Zach Parker. He makes a man miss and picks up 3 to the 38. Still averaging 5 yards a carry today. A healthy Zach Parker, who got hurt in last year's playoffs, or in last year's final regular season game at New York, missed the playoff game against New York, and Orlando lost that game. 3 wide receiver set, 2 in the backfield. Play action, Matsumoto, far side. Gunner makes the play. Washington, makes the play. Gain of 4. I'm used to Gunner being out there and running that route. He went inside. A new feature on the ticker, which you'll see coming shortly, is we show the leaders in passing, rushing, and receiving, so that fantasy football competitors and pick'em competitors this year during the regular season will be able to see how guys did it the previous week. And on 3rd down and 3, that is an incompletion. Orlando's going to have to punt. Casper in there to defend. You'll also be able to see your username on the leaderboards if you're good enough. Those leaderboards will be posted every week down there on the ticker. Under the Pick'em and Fantasy tabs as the weekly leaders from last week scroll by here. Marconi, 522 and 6 touchdowns. He had a perfect quarterback rating last week. What will he do tomorrow night when the Maulers open up their home slate against the New York Knights? From the 18-yard line, Renegades make a move to the 23. And Orlando's defense must get a stop. Sandy Campbell going through some growing pains in his first year as a defensive coordinator in this league. Orlando's given up 38 and 35 points respectively in their 2 preseason games. 2 backs, 2 receivers, hand off on a counter. Brewski's in trouble, and he's still going! Brewski somehow picks up a yard. 211 yards on 20 carries. And he didn't have many looks in the second half, and they have fed, or in the first half, and they have fed him here in the final 26. 2nd and 9 with 9.5 to go in the 4th. 2 backs and 2 receivers. Red Feather under center. 4-3-4 formation out of Orlando, showing outside blitz from the top of the screen. They back off. Red Feather swings to the left. Brewski in the open field. Excellent tackle by Rodney Woods. 3rd and 7. That's what Orlando needs more of on this defense. Better tackling. And to limit the big play as well. They got burned by the big play in Baltimore. Nick Quick had an electric touchdown. It was last Sunday. Orlando on a short week. 3 wide receivers, and Red Feather swings it out to Brewski. Made a couple men miss, and he got the first down with 4 spins. Poor tackling by Orlando, and Brewski is just on a tear in the second half. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the first down. Lambert finally does the job that half of the defense couldn't do. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Intimidators desperate for a stop here. 2 backs and 2 receivers. A 4-4 look. Red Feather. Check down. Brewski. There's a tackle in the open field. Loss of a yard. Moreau, 7th of the game. The clock is ticking, under 8 minutes to play. 3 wide receivers, 2 on the left-hand side. 4-2-5 defense. Rodney Woods at the bottom of the screen. Handoff Brewski. Brewski, no gain. 3rd and 10. Considering that Orlando has given up so many big plays that they are -3 in the turnover category. And that they have not forced Oklahoma City into a lot of 3rd downs, although they have one here. Orlando is only down 8 right now. 3rd and 10. Red Feather to pass. 5-step drop. Pump fake. Goes deep left side, and he way overshot his intended receiver, Bierme. 4th down. That was one of the first poor throws of the day for Red Feather, and Orlando gets a much-needed stop. Bovine has been quiet. He's talking to Red Feather, saying, "What are we doing, man? Got to get me the ball." Orlando comes after that punt. Doesn't get there. From the 30. Intimidators, they figure since they're not getting anything in the punt return game, they might as well go after and block the kick. Didn't happen. 1st and 10 from the 32. 7:04 remains. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Both teams near 400 yards of offense entering the 4th quarter. Three wide receivers, 2 in the backfield. Matsumoto, draw. Parker lost or gained 1, up to 115. Tackle made by none other than Adam Stackhouse, who's been the run stopper here for a long time. Ted Killings was the main linebacker here in the first season, and since then Stackhouse has taken over. Killings now retired. 2nd down and 9 at the 32. Handoff again to Parker. They start the drive off with 2 straight runs. Parker makes the most out of a bad situation. Gain of 3, but it's 3rd down. And Orlando, who has run a lot of checkdowns today, it is important they run this route past the sticks. They need a 1st down. 4 wide receivers. Gunner bottom of the screen. Allen top of the screen. Does not look like Perez is out there. He might be in the slot. Matsumoto, quick drop. What a throw as Allen dives to make the play. 1st down. Matsumoto literally took the snap and stood up. And you got to have some cojones to make that play. 1st and 10 to the 46-yard line. What a throw from Matsumoto, and a brilliant job by Allen to go down and make the play. 1st and 10 drive stays alive. 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, play action. Matsumoto back to throw. Matsumoto steps up in the pocket, get down the middle of the field, caught again. Washington, 1st down to the OKC 40. 5:40 remaining. Willie Washington, it's fun to see non-stars step up. We saw the Minneapolis running back do it, and Washington has had a great 2nd half. Clock is still moving. 5:20 to go. 4th quarter. Matsumoto, without those interceptions, would have had a good day. 316 through the air. 1st and 10 at the Renegade 40. 35-27 Oklahoma City. Matsumoto. 3-step drop. Throws short. Pass caught. His other tight end, number 44, gain of 6. Nearing scoring position, but they're going to need a touchdown. Johnston, the tight end, making the reception. Here's a look at Cam Michael, without a pick today, but has done at times a good job on Allen. At times, Allen has gotten the better of the matchup. Down to 4.5 to play. Matsumoto trying to construct a game-tying drive, potentially. Hand off to Parker on a counter. Parker dropped to the backfield. Loss of 1. And the tackle made by Adam Stackhouse again. Somebody blocked that guy.
For a loss of 1 on the play.
3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 from the Renegade. 35 yards.
3 wide receiver set, 2 in the backfield. Matsumoto going out signals. Play action. Back to throw. Matsumoto pass caught. Allen, they rolled him short of the markers and out of bounds at the 31. And now this is a tough decision here by Orlando. They are going to go for it. 4th and 1. A field goal would cut it to 5, and a touchdown would then win it on the next possession, but they're trying to get it here. 4th and 1, down to 10 on the play clock. They're going hard count. Down to 6, down to 5, 4, 3, timeout. What a ball game. Coach Cunningham calls Matsumoto over. This is probably the smart thing here, because if you can make a field goal, which Reese has never missed, knock on wood, then a touchdown could potentially win it on the following possession if your defense can get a stop. That is the question. But Orlando's showing some confidence in their defense and in their kicker. They bring him out for a 48-yard attempt in the middle of the field. Franklin Reese, the Bronze Star, from 48. Snap good, kick down, good. 47 officially. And it's a 5-point game. As we get another look at the kick. Plenty of leg as it hits the back of the net. Would have been good from 50. But now, because they went hard count, Orlando's going to go onside kick. Orlando onside kick, and it is recovered by Oklahoma City. Wow, I don't know about that. I mean, we still got 3.5 minutes to go. Orlando has made some gutsy calls. And none more gutsy than that, as Orlando didn't even have a chance to recover it. If it's a great onside kick, I mean, you can buck out and win the game without putting their offense back on the field, but obviously this is the other scenario as Brewski picks up 4 yards. Oklahoma City is not in field goal range yet, but with a stop, Orlando would have to go the length of the field. Tough call. Bovine all in the first half. 4 catches, 95 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Orlando's done a better job on him in the second half. Down to 3:15 to play from the Orlando 35. High formation. Brewski takes the handoff, and they get a stop. Steven Lambert with a big play. 3rd and 7. Biggest play of the game right here. Oklahoma City 35, Orlando 30. This is what the SFL is all about. Dan and Peter waiting in the wings back in the SFL studios for the post-game report. 3 receiver set. Brewski aligned to the left of Redfeather. Ball right in the middle of the field. Handoff Brewski. He did not get the first down. And now it's decision time for Oklahoma City. Do they dare attempt a 50-yard field goal here? Or will they punt the football and try to pin them deep? They will punt the football. So Orlando's defense stands tall, does their job. 2 minutes to go. Will they get the punt off before the warning? They will not. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Florida's finest is on the air. This is 1090 KBWR The Extra Point, home to Orlando. 4th down and 4. Renegades to punt. Have not had a lot of punts in the second half, that's for sure. (17-14) game at the break. Punt, Orlando goes after it, can't get to it. High booming kick to the left-hand side. It will be returned from the 12 up to the 15. So a short kick by Oklahoma City will not pin Orlando inside the 10. And Graham did what he could. Ono Matsumoto. He led a game-winning drive. He actually led the largest comeback in league history last year when he was at Kahlua. He did that on the road against Grand Rapids in the regular season, which really was the first dagger in the Rollers' chances at their first trip to the playoffs. 1st and 10 to the 15. Matsumoto's pass is caught and out of bounds. Allen, gain of 5. He now has 119 yards on 12 catches, but has not reached the end zone today. In fact, all 3 touchdowns scored by Zach Parker. Matsumoto still does not have a touchdown as an Intimidator. And these receivers are still also off the board. Clock stops inside 2 minutes on out-of-bounds plays. 1:48 remaining. 2nd and 5 of the 23 wide receiver set with 2 in the backfield. And it's play action. Matsumoto against the blitz. Picked up, pass caught. That is Washington again. And no huddle, 1st and 10 of the 30. Willie Washington out of nowhere, playing some football. 1:36 to go. Play action again. Matsumoto deep. Matsumoto through the hands, and I believe it was tipped by Tank Savage. Thomas Gunner was going down the field, and if he would have caught that pass, it would have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10 with 89 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Orlando. Savage may have saved the Renegades again. I'll have to get a good look at that in postgame. 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Matsumoto play action, back to throw. Pump fake, short pass. Pass caught, missed tackle. Gain of 4, and Orlando burns a timeout. 3rd and 6. 4 down territory here. And the onside kick might actually pay off because Orlando could bleed all the time off the clock with the amount of yardage they have to cover. 4 wide receivers, Matsumoto under center. Back to throw. Matsumoto deep drop back, goes deep left side. It is caught by Allen! And Orlando burns their final timeout, 1st down at the OKC 40. Allen on Cam Michael, double move, top of the screen, and then matched up on Casper. Casper couldn't get there. And Orlando has exhausted the timeouts. 79 seconds to go. 1st and 10, 40 yards away from an Orlando victory. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Play action, Matsumoto back to throw, pass caught, past the 35-30, Willie Washington to the 29, a gain of 11, and the clock keeps moving. Down to 1:08 to go. 3 receivers set, 29 yards away. Down to 1 minute to go, Matsumoto taking his time, play action again, pump fake, check down, it is caught for a gain of 2. 50 seconds to go, 2nd and 8. Orlando rushes back to the line. Matsumoto will throw a slant, incomplete, and that could have been pass interference. Receiver hung up on his route. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Another SFL thriller and our first of the winter 15 season. 4 wide receivers to go. Or 4 wide receivers in the formation. 40 seconds to go. 2 receivers either side. Matsumoto back to throw. Matsumoto, pass, the left-hand side, end zone! Intercepted! Intercepted by Casper! Ball game! Matsumoto's fourth of the day. One-on-one coverage to Lorenzo Allen, and Casper ran the route. And the fans filing for the exits. Victory formation for the Renegades. Dan and Peter have a lot to talk about. Matsumoto threw 4 interceptions today. Meanwhile, Joseph Redfeather did not throw one at all. What an opening game for Oklahoma City. For Orlando, they'll have to figure out some stuff on defense. They gave up 73 points in 2 preseason games this year, and in the end, too many turnovers by the Intimidators. Play clock is 4 seconds behind the game clock. So Orlando or Oklahoma City will not have to snap it again. Final score, Oklahoma City 35, Orlando 30. Dan and Peter have the post-game call.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Renegades come out on top 35-30. With this one in the books, let's take a look back at some of the action. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Number 35 is going to take this one right up the gut. And look at the burst he gets into the secondary. And there he goes. A 26-yard touchdown for the home team. The Intimidators now up by 10. The Renegades still in the third quarter. Number 34 got the carry here, and once he found the lane, he was off. A 74-yard touchdown for the visitors. Midway through the third, the Renegades trailing by 3. Number 34 got the call on third down, and he did not disappoint. They grabbed their first lead of the half and go up by 4. The Intimidators answer right back. Number 86 is called upon after the red zone problems, and he is true on the short field goal attempt. A 27-yard field goal. The Intimidators trailing 28-27. Number 34 got the carry here, and he comes through. A 6-yard touchdown for the visitors. After driving 37 yards on 7 plays, number 86 would be summoned for the long field goal try, and his kick would be right through. The Intimidators connect for their third field goal. Late into the fourth quarter, the Intimidators back by 5. Number 45 would come up with the big play to kill a drive.